So let's think about how Jesus responded to different people's faith throughout his ministry. One particularly striking example comes from Matthew chapter 8, where a Roman centurion approached Jesus about his paralyzed servant who was suffering terribly. This was just remarkable in itself alone, right? Centurions, they were the Roman military commanders, usually in charge of about 100 soldiers. They represented the occupying power that most Jews resented. Yet this centurion came to Jesus, a Jewish teacher, seeking help. And in this moment, we can see these three components of biblical faith at work in this Roman centurion. First, the centurion, he understood something profound about who Jesus was, right? Even though the centurion was a Gentile, he recognized Jesus' authority. Then he acted on this understanding by seeking Jesus out, right? That's no small thing for a Roman officer to publicly approach a Jewish teacher for help. But then it's the third thing. It's the demonstration of personal trust that's, I think, most remarkable here. When Jesus offered to come to his house, the centurion replies with this. He says, "But the centurion replied, 'Lord, I am not worthy to have you under my roof, but only say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man under authority, with soldiers under me, and I say to one, go, and he goes, and to another, come, and he comes, and to my servant, do this, and he does it.'" See, the centurion understood authority because he lived in a world of commands and obedience. He recognized that just as his soldiers obeyed his words, sickness and health must obey Jesus' words. He didn't need Jesus to physically come to his house. He trusted completely in Jesus' authority over sickness itself. And Jesus' response to this is just awesome. The next verse, it tells us this. It says, "When Jesus heard this, he marveled and said to those who followed him, 'Truly I tell you, with no one in Israel have I found such faith.'" This is one of only 2 times in the entire Gospels where Jesus is described as being amazed. And it's the only time that he's amazed by someone's faith rather than their unbelief. This story shows us what mature faith looks like, right? It's understanding who Jesus is, acting on that understanding, and then demonstrating complete trust in his authority. The centurion didn't need signs or wonders. He didn't even need Jesus' physical presence. He simply trusted in Jesus' authority and power, and he demonstrated that trust through his actions and understood enough about who Jesus was to have confidence in his ability to heal with just a single word.